Alright, so Bill here for today we're going to, and it's a snowy, sleety day. You can see there's a lot of snow and sleet on the roads on this parking lot here. Still coming down to sleet, and I'm going to make the attempt to get home. So stay with me and let's see what happens. Alright, so I have a Toyota RAV4 with all-wheel drive, and we're getting ready to leave, pulling off the parking lot, and man, it is like ice and snow and crap everywhere. So I have to get up here and hold up because, oh, I can go because, alright, I got stuck, so we're going to back up and try to back up and then go forward, but now I got to wait. Alright, so after fighting, rocking back and forth, reverse and all-wheel drive, we're on the move. And this road here, they plowed most of the day. I kept seeing plow trucks going up and down it, but it's still got ice and snow all over it. So again, I'm in all-wheel drive, and we are at a red light here, and this road here is a lot better than what I just had to go through to get out of that parking lot, so we should be good for rest of the way down, hopefully. So check back in a couple seconds. Okay, so we hit our second light and we're still moving. There's a little truck over there, like a truck. I don't know if it's stuck or if it's just sitting there waiting to get in, but we're gonna have to go cautiously around that one because we don't want to, you know, hit a patch and wind up in the back end. I think he's just sitting there waiting because he's not moving, and the parking lot over there looked like it didn't have anything plowed on it yet. Still trudging on. See how long it takes us to get home. Okay, we're a little further up the street here. I have to keep turning my windshield wipers on or off, or just by hand manually doing this because they start making that noise when I'm driving. The sleet kind of bounces off the windshield. When I stop, it all hits and starts melting. Here we go. Got a little snow pile right there. Let's see if we can get through it without any kind of issue. Yep, not bad. Another car broken down over here, or at least sitting. I don't say broken down so much as I think he just stopped. But I'm going to get around him. Basically in the center of the highway right here. I can see the line underneath the snow, but it's the way they're plowing it. It's the way I have to go with it. Now we're approaching, looks like somebody's stuck. So we're going to slow down here because this truck is going to pull this SUV out of the snow. And these little side roads are like bad. This is a main highway here, and it is a little bit better plowed. Oops, and their strap just broke. But there is somebody over there, that white SUV that's trapped, and they're trying to get the person out, having a little problem. I mean, that street over there, I don't know if you can see it, it looks like it's got a lot of snow on it, and it's fairly deep. This really isn't a day for anybody to be out. Unfortunately, I had to work today, so I didn't have a choice, but shouldn't be anybody out in this kind of stuff. Guy telling me to stop. I'm not really going anywhere. Just moved up a little bit, and I don't know what they're doing now. This guy here gonna grab that strap. Let me get that cleared off a little bit. So they're gonna try to restrap and do it again. All right, I'm gonna follow suit here because there's nothing behind me way down, and hopefully they get that person out. But I'm gonna keep going here because I want to get home sometime tonight. It's 5 after 5 now, and it's gonna be dark here in another 10 minutes or so. So, moving forward. We're to another traffic light. I think the title for this should have been "Today We're Going to Try to Get Home," because that's exactly what I'm trying to do. Now we're moving. This is, in case you wanted to know, this is in Glen Burnie, Maryland, and I live in this area. And this is actually like the central part of Glen Burnie, basically, where they have a lot of restaurants, and there's a Food Lion over there, and McDonald's over that side. But there are a lot of things in this area. So right now I'm going a very fast speed of about 24 miles an hour. This highway is generally 45, you can see it right there. But we can't go that fast because sleet, snow, ice, it's all out here. This is an adventure I don't like to take. Now normally at this light up here I'll turn and make a right to go to back roads, but I know what the roads were like when I came in today, and it's a little further down. I'm not going to try going these back roads. I don't know if they're salted, not salted, you know, plowed, not plowed. I don't know what's going on. I just know that going this way coming up today was a little bit easier. And we're approaching the light now where I came. This is the road I came off of. Like I said, I usually go the other way to get home, but I'm going down this road. Earlier today it was clear. Somebody's calling me, but earlier today it was clear, and it doesn't look like it's too clear now. So I'm going to get that up there. Sorry, I had the camera down. All right, looks like it's a little better here. So let's continue on. Okay, I made it almost to the end of Aquahart here, where as far as I'm going anyhow, because I got to turn on this road here. And man, it is slipping and sliding. I cannot see the lines here, so I guess I'm in the lane. Maybe, I don't know. This video is a little crazy because I'm got the camera on top of the steering wheel, and so it's kind of like going sideways a little bit, and you're getting some shots that are like kind of weird, but that's because of the way I got to shoot it. Now over there, that lane looks pretty clear. This lane, nah, this lane's like still got ice and snow all over it. Well, of course, I did see a plow come off the street a little bit, so that's probably why, I guess, huh? Alright, at this point, I'm only a few miles away from home, but it's still a slow ride. I'm going about 20 miles an hour. It's only like 30 on here, I believe, so going a little slower than what the speed limit is, but gotta take everything nice and slow. The good thing about coming home now, there's no cars really out here. A few, except for some that are parked there, and then there's some guy up here walking for some reason. I guess he can't get to the sidewalk, but I don't like when people walk in the street like this, man. It's dangerous. I mean, my car is like slipping and sliding, and you know, we've got an ATV over there, but car's slipping and sliding, and I just, you know, one wrong skid and somebody could get hurt. So I guess I understand, like I said, this guy over here shoveling, so the sidewalks are not bare right now. They're covered with snow. I'm approaching another light. I just had to go around somebody, had their hazards on. Just wondering what he was doing, but he's right outside of a Royal Farm store, and I guess he can't move. Oh, and now he's still there. I thought he was moving, but he's still sitting there. Here we go. Now these roads, as I've gotten down here further, have gotten a lot worse. There's a hospital coming up, and I got to ride down that street, so should be in good shape because, you know, hospital, they got to try to keep the roads clear, but traditionally they try to keep the roads clear around the hospital, and you can see out there it's not really that clear. So I'm going to shut this down for a second to get around this turn. Successfully got around the turn. It was a little deeper, but it's not bad. But this road here, this is actually the road that the hospital's on. It doesn't look too much different than the road that I was just on. Actually, it looks just as bad or worse. You see somebody over there trying to plow the sidewalk off. But this road generally, or usually I should say, is kept very clear, and today it's like, man, it's bad. Now maybe they're just going to wait until it stops or gets closer to stopping, because this is supposed to go another few hours. They predicted up to 24 inches of snow for this storm. This is the one that's going up and down the East Coast right now. I gotta say it's at least 10 inches of snow that dropped, and sleet, I guess, combined. But man, oh man, it's like, I have not driven in this bad of weather for a long time. Alright, so I was coming into the neighborhood, then I hit an embankment, and I'm stuck. There's somebody out there shoveling. I tried it myself, I can't get it. All right, so I finally made it home. Thanks to somebody that shoveled me out. I'd like to thank him. Car's back there. Got to step over this big snow embankment they plowed. And it's about, I don't know, 2 feet high maybe. Hope you enjoyed this one because I sure didn't. Hate driving in the snow. Take it easy. I'll see you next time.